What's up, y'all? It's your boy Jason Zwacko back at it again, guys. Today, guys, I'm gonna be doing some summer running gear that I use in 2026 to make my summer training way easier and less hot. Because let's be honest, y'all, this summer has been a rather warm
Well, a major
summer.
story we're tracking tonight. A widespread, record-breaking dangerous heat waves this summer have made running
to a local runner to share what he is using this summer
And
to
this
beat
is what he had to say.
And there's a lot of gear that goes into running that a lot of people just kind of overlook and be like, you just run, what do you use? But in this video, I want to dive into the things that I am using this summer. Starting off with some honorable mentions that necessarily aren't for running, but we'll kind of start out with a water bottle. This water bottle right here, y'all, is just a Awala, I think it's 32 ounce. Does it say on here actually? I don't even know for certain. I'm sure somebody out there does just by looking at this. Yeah, 32 ounces. I love this baby. I use her every day. Not even just for running, just to hydrate. So it's very important to hydrate during the summer. Let's hydrate right now all together. Everybody grab your water bottles and get a sip in 3, 2, 1. I hate the taste of water in the morning. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys also get that. I just woke up 20-30 minutes ago and I haven't really ate anything, so it just tastes funny. Anyways, moving on to the next kind of honorable mention, a good pair of socks. This pair right here is been my go-to for everything and running especially. Just this, they're not super thick, but they're thicker. Just a pair of Adidas socks. Nothing too crazy. I don't know the name of them or anything. I'll try to figure that out when I put this video fully together. But you need a good pair of socks so you don't get blisters, so your feet aren't rubbing on your shoe. And then you also need socks that are breathable enough that your feet don't overheat, which these ones, they're thick, but my feet don't really get hot in them, which is amazing. And also just a little bonus fact, knock on wood, I have never got a hole in one of those pairs before, which is crazy because normally socks, I get holes in them almost instantly. So that is the honorable mentions, which I just want to make a little statement here. If you guys hear a bunch of weird noises in the background, that is because I'm currently 3D printing stuff to try to sell to some family and friends. And I need to have him going pretty much 24/7 at this rate. So, excuse that noise. Now we're going to move on to some of the actual gear. We'll go to shoes first. So, I'm throwing it around. This right here is my daily running shoe. It's just the Brooks Ghost 17s. I've been a very loyal fan of the Ghost line. I've been using them since I got into high school. Started out with the 14s. I've had the 15s, 16s, and 17s now. I've not tried the 18s yet. I really want to, but this is my second pair of 17s because I had them before, which I really wish I knew what the pair was. I had a rainbow pair and they looked really cool. I think I still have them because I keep all my old running shoes. Which I was gonna grab my first ever pair, but I could not find them actually. So, L on me for that one. But I have literally no complaints about the entire Ghost line. I think it was the 16s that I did not like though. I think it was the 16s. It might have been the 15s, but I don't think it was. I'm 99% sure it's the 16s. Yeah, because it had to have been. Because that would have been my junior year that I had those. And they were so heavy and not breathable to me. But I just want to put this out there for anybody getting into running. Even people in running that aren't very big on shoes. Every shoe is different for every person. Everybody has a different foot shape. Everybody has different preferences. Everybody has a different running style where they land just slightly different on their foot, and each shoe makes a complete difference. So for me to go 16s didn't work. For you, they could be the best shoe on existence. You might not even need the Ghost. It's just such a good starting shoe that I fell in love with and to have been afraid to change to anything else. So it's just kind of become my go-to. Which, it is what it is. Sometimes you'll find a shoe you just fall in love with. So the next shoe, actually a pair of spikes, I haven't used these at all this summer. They're actually my cross-country spikes. I just thought I'd kind of throw them in here because I will be using them technically. Actually, I would have used them yesterday for you guys at a race. So, that smell is foul. That is bad. This right here is my cross-country spike. They are very dirty from last cross season, but that smell is no joke, y'all. I'm not even being dramatic. That is the worst thing I've ever smelled. You guys, sometimes I'll say I wish you guys could smell that. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. I'm gonna throw up. That was bad. So, don't leave those shoes in a bag for a full year. They will stink. I should try to air those out at some point. Whoa, that was bad. But anyways, those shoes, y'all. Spikes, I'm sorry. They're the Nike Dragonfly XC. I almost said Dragonfly too. Are they? I don't think they're a second edition. I think they're just the normal XC Dragonflies. I'm not getting them back out to double check that though. They're perfect. They're exactly what you need. They have good traction. They're comfortable. They have a good bounce on them. Which that's more of a niche thing for runners. Not runners, but runners that run cross country in high school and need spikes for bigger, not bigger, but high school and college races. Because I know most people out there probably just do a 5K turkey trot, and you don't need spikes for that. But for any runners out there, I highly recommend the Dragonfly XCs. I've fallen in love with them. But anyways, moving on from that, we have, we'll go to kind of some gear here, I guess. We'll keep it on the gear side. Sunglasses. Now hear me out here. I went basically all my 4 years in high school of running without sunglasses. And then it was actually one track meet that it was a home meet. It was a Thursday night. Pretty much our whole team was just running the mile. Nobody really cared. We were just kind of messing around. And me and a buddy were wearing sunglasses the whole time. And we're there's a really fast kid near us that always wears sunglasses. So we're we should be like him and wear sunglasses during our race. And we asked our coach if it's okay with him. And he's like, I don't care. As long as you run a good race, do whatever your heart desires. So we warmed up with our sunglasses on and then went and raced. And I think he had a huge PR. And then I know I did. I went from a 5:37 in the mile, 1600, I'm sorry for everybody that's going to get mad at me for that one now. But I went from a 5:37 to a 5:17, which is a 20-second improvement in one race in the middle of the season. Which for energy as a don't run, that's a huge improvement. That's a crazy breakthrough. It was insane just from wearing sunglasses, which it was not this pair. This pair right here is a Goodr, I don't know how to say that to be completely honest. It's Goodr. I've never known the correct pronunciation. But this pair right here is so light, y'all, and they when I move my head, they don't bounce, which is great for running because you don't want them bouncing up and down on your nose. And they just feel so light, and they kind of squeeze my head a little bit to where they're on there, but not to where I notice them. I don't know. Highly recommend these. I think this is Midnight Rider or something. I think that's the name of this one. I'm gonna have to double check on that as well. But anyway, moving on to the next item, we will go. I'm very clumsy this morning with this Nathan's running water bottle. So this water bottle, y'all, is actually amazing. I don't use it frequently. I more use it for longer runs and when it's 1,000 degrees outside. But it was a relatively cheap water bottle. I think I got this one at Shields actually. Drove 8 hours to go to a Shields and come home with a running water bottle. Only thing I bought there. Wow. Actually, we went to see actually, my older sister. We went to see her there. Kind of random. place to go. It's in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. You just unlocked a new city. Pretty cool city, actually. They have a fun waterfall park. I recommend if you're ever in the area of eastern South Dakota, check it out. It's kind of fun there. But anyways, this water bottle, y'all, has a very nice front pouch that fits my phone, which unfortunately I'm filming with my phone right now, so I cannot show you. Or you can fit things like gels or Element or anything in here, which both of those will be coming soon here. And then it has the nice spout that you just put your hand in here, and then you can literally run like this, and it will not come off. I say that as it's about to come off. I had it very loose, and like I don't even have to hold it. Personally, I do like to grip it because it feels much more natural than running like this. But just a very nice feature. And then when I want to drink, I do kind of have to slide my hand out a little bit like this, and then just like that. And just like that, you have water or Element or whatever you put in here. And it was relatively cheap. Like I said, I'm gonna figure out everything. Actually, did I just discover another pouch? I just realized there's a zipper right here. I've never noticed this zipper before. This was unplanned, y'all. I have never noticed that there's another pouch back here. We're discovering new things on this video. Wow! There's 2 pouches on this. So you could put your phone up here, and then you could put like your gels back here. Which, gels are actually going to be the next item. Personally, I don't have too much experience with them. I've used them once. Figured I'd throw them in here. Because for long runs, I actually did plan on using them, but my running plans have completely changed this summer, and I wound up doing like 4 miles a day instead of long runs. So, gels, y'all. Personally, all I've ever had is goo gels, like GU and then gels. And I personally was a big fan of them. They were just their normal like energy gels. Got them at Walmart. I had the strawberry banana and the raspberry lemonade flavor, which I don't have any on me right now, unfortunately. The raspberry lemonade, y'all, I'd give it a solid 9.2 out of 10. Sat in my stomach perfectly for never using gels before, and just tasted pretty good. I will warn you guys, the consistency is not good in gels. The flavor isn't bad though. Just make sure you guys, if you're going to use gels, test them out on some shorter runs first. Personally, my first ever time using them was when I was attempting a marathon, and then I ended up quitting at mile 16 because I was dealing with some injuries. So make sure you guys test gels though beforehand, because the strawberry banana was also part of my issue, because it was giving me very bad stomach pain. Which everybody's different, it's like shoes. Gels will vary on person depending on your stomach tolerance and flavor preferences and all that stuff. That's like, I can't really give too much advice on, especially when I don't have very much knowledge behind them. I don't know exactly how they work. I just know they give you a lot of energy and were helping my legs feel a lot more fresh. But anyways, one thing that I do know a little bit more about, I don't know why there's Wyatt punch sticks in here. Those should not be in here. This is my Element stash, y'all. Don't judge it. I'm almost out. I need to supply some more soon here. Which I actually am out of my favorite flavor. I'm gonna have to get more at Walmart probably this weekend, because I don't know how I'm gonna survive another week without it. I've already went 2 weeks without it, and not 2 weeks, it's been like a week, but it feels like a month. So, Element, y'all, there is 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium in each one of these sticks. There's mixed with 32 ounces of water. There's a bunch of electrolytes in here. I don't know if it says... I don't think it says how many electrolytes are in here. But I do my run, I feel not very good afterwards. I pop one of these in my water bottle, sip it over an hour time span, and I feel so much better within 5 minutes of my first sip. I love Element, and it tastes good. It's kind of like flat, or like, what are some of the other ones? Body Armor Flash IV, there's a Gatorade one. I'm trying to, what's like the big one? It comes in like a blue box. Liquid IV, I think that's what I'm thinking about. It's kind of like that, but just a little bit more based off of running and stuff. I'm a big fan of it. I've been using it for about 3 years now. So, I use it pretty much after every hard workout and when it's not out and when I just need something other than water. So, that's pretty much that. Which then, next up is going to be a Go-Go Squeeze. I love Go-Go Squeezes, y'all. I had to sneak one in here. They're so easy to digest. At least to me, and I have a couple other people that also eat them that agree with me. I pop these things like 10 minutes before I run and I'm perfectly fine. I've seen people, one of my friends, he would pop Go-Go Squeezes on the line before races and be perfectly fine. Nutrition is a big thing in the running world, and Go-Go Squeezes just make it so much easier to nutrate yourself. So, highly recommend Go-Go Squeezes if you need something light to eat before a run. I'd recommend kind of slowly starting out, maybe like half an hour before you run, take it in, then if you feel good, then you can kind of progressively get it closer to your run and see kind of where your body draws the line. But anyways, the next item that I'm going to be doing, I actually don't have it with me, kind of like the gels. Actually, I do have it with me. It's right in front of me. You guys are filming like my phone. So if you guys know, I do a decent amount of running content where I film most of my runs, so my iPhone 17 is what's responsible for that. All my videos are actually filmed on iPhone 17. Apple, please sponsor me. I literally use my iPad, my MacBook, my AirPods, my Apple Pencil, everything like every day. So Apple, sponsor me now, please. I'm buying everything I can from you guys. You guys still don't want to sponsor me. The only thing that I don't have that's Apple is actually my Garmin Forerunner 165 Music Edition, which is my baby. I love this thing so much, y'all. I got this bad baby for Christmas. Actually, like this year. I'm sorry, not this year, 2025. And I do every run with her, and it truly is one of the best things that I own. I don't know what I would do without her. She makes running so much more enjoyable. She makes sure that I know that I'm not very fast. She makes sure I know I need a lot of recovery after each one of my runs. Let's see what it says recovery is right now. 0 hours. But she does think I'm faster than I am. She thinks I can run a 5K in 18 minutes and 24 seconds. That's unfortunately not accurate. I don't think. I am doing a 3-mile race. Actually, like I've said before, the day before this video goes out. So maybe I am that fast now. I don't know. But, anyways, highly recommend getting a good watch. I used to be an Apple Watch user, actually. Was not a big fan of it. They had its perks, but Garmin's are just amazing for running. Their GPS, there's just so many good things about them. They're so accurate. I could sit here and glaze a Garmin all day, which I'm not going to because I know this video is getting kind of long. So, let me just go through my list here. I think I have everything. One thing I forgot to mention about the Elements, my favorite flavor is lemonade, and my runner-up is going to be citrus. So that's about all I have for you guys today. I do want to leave you guys with my top advice, though. I wrote this beautiful quote when I was planning out this video that I'm going to read to you guys before I let you guys go and enjoy the rest of your days here and go for a run. So, my top summer advice: go to bed early, wake up early, beat the heat, hydrate before, during, and after, and have fun. And remember, you don't have to run. You get to run. Rate my quote in the comments down below on a scale of 1 to awesome, and awesome being a 10. Please give me a 10, but please be honest. I wrote that at like midnight one night and thought it absolutely cooked. Reading back, it's kind of cringe, but it's the truth. Make sure you guys are getting your sleep. Make sure you guys are hydrating properly. I actually wrote that the night that I did not hydrate properly and had about 8 ounces of water the entire day before that run, and absolutely died and almost passed out and got super dizzy, and it was rough. So make sure you guys hydrate. Which, with a Nathan's water bottle, you can do just that. Please, you guys should sponsor me. All the companies in this video, I'm open to sponsorships from any of you. I'm even open to sponsorships from running companies other than Brooks. Like, what's one? Asics, please sponsor me. I've never rocked one of your shoes before. I just want to build a sponsor. That'd be so cool. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this here. So, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something about summer running gear that you guys didn't know. Or maybe you guys are gonna go out and buy yourself a running water bottle now. Because I never thought I would use one, but they're actually pretty convenient when it's hot out. And you need some extra little agua. Or sunglasses, because if you don't need sunglasses or don't wear them, but now you know that they actually do have benefits. Which real quick little scientific data for those guys that are still here, because I know you guys are the real ones that actually care about this kind of stuff. The sunglasses, yo, according to my research, the reason they make you faster is when you're running and the sun is in your face, you squint. Which, what that does is it makes your face tense up, which means you're getting less oxygen, which means that it's harder to breathe. So basically, sunglasses make it easier to breathe. Which I personally run with the sunglasses just to keep the sun out of my face, and they feel really cool. So, anyways, that is all I have for you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with friends. Peace out. See y'all tomorrow.